Hello guys, Crispy and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce RTX 2060 6GB model in Cyberpunk 2077. This one is the Palit dual fan edition of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers as usual, and I am not overclocking it. You can see over in Tech Power-Ups, GPU-Z, all of the GPU specs. It has 1920 CUDA core, 6GB of GDDR6, and it released back in 2019. Over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D and 32GB of RAM to avoid CPU bottlenecks, and let's get right into the game now, shall we? Let's go over the settings first. I'm starting this at 1080p resolution, and we're also going to test 1440p and 4K, and we're using the high settings preset at the moment with high textures. I'm just going to disable FSR as well as motion blur, and everything else will be left as is. Finally, over on the gameplay tab, we're using high crowd density. Alright, here we go, around 60 FPS. It's already dropping, guys. Even at 1080p high settings, it drops from 60 frames. Oh boy, is this game intensive. Anyways, we can still kill Bob absolutely fine like this, so I say that the game is completely playable at around 60 frames per second, which is what we're getting here on average. Oh boy, get the heck out of here, please. Also, I gotta mention that the lighting and the reflections and everything still looks really good even without the use of Ray Tracing. Oh, that was beautiful. Goodbye, Bob. Are you dead? Are you dead? Or did I just... I killed the other one. Wait a second, Bob. Stay there, buddy. Look at this one. This is the one that I killed. What are you doing there? Oh, he's not dead. He's still moving his lips. Oh my gosh, this is still Cyberpunk. See, guys, I tend to avoid calling it Cyberpunk right at the beginning of the game, just to give it the benefit of the doubt, you know. Everybody tells me that, oh, you shouldn't call it Cyberpunk because I haven't seen a single bug in my entire gameplay through the game, you know. And no, that's impossible. Maybe you're just blind, or maybe you don't have your monitor on. I don't know. Turn on your monitor and you will see a ton of bugs. Anyways, 62 FPS so far on average. That's not bad. I can feel a few slowdowns here and there, honestly, whenever it drops closer to 50 frames per second. But once again, overall, the experience is quite nice, and it's very playable here with the 2060. To be expected, you know. But honestly, I was expecting a little bit higher FPS, not gonna lie. So this street over here is pretty intensive as well, dropping to 55 there. Not a problem. Jesus, it's very hard to control the cars, and now the ground is very slippery. Alright, it's all good, it's all good. That was an interesting crash there, you know. I don't think that's how physics work, but we shouldn't talk about physics when we're talking Cyberpunk, right? Okay, we managed to do this. We got 61 FPS average, 51% lows. Also, in other areas of the map, especially when you start the game off, it's going to be way less intensive. And now I think we should actually try it out with some DLSS on quality. This looks really good here in Cyberpunk. It actually makes it slightly sharper than native resolution, and to be honest, to me, it actually looks a little bit better. The TAA, the built-in anti-aliasing of this game, it's forced enabled, and it looks quite rough sometimes, especially at 1080p res. It looks better to me, and I have made a comparison in the past with another GPU, testing DLSS on and off. This guy just clipped into the other car, dude. What are you doing? He's a psycho. No, you are a psycho. You clip into cars. Oh, this guy, he's dead. Yeah, these couple of guys are dead. Oh boy, people are shooting at us right now, guys. We need to be careful. Let's get out of here. Please do not destroy my car. It's very beautiful, and I don't really want to get another one. That's inevitably gonna happen, though, in this video, but yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's see Jack. I don't know if many of you know, but Jack is in Cyberpunk 2077. Look at him. Look at how beautiful he is. Okay, get the heck out of here, dude. What the hell are you doing to me? Anyways, with the use of DLSS, it gets way smoother. It never drops from 60 FPS, and it's a very nice experience. And once again, it actually gives you a little bit better visuals, slightly more detail as well. It's not only like a different sharpening, you know, or different anti-aliasing. It actually makes up detail where there is no detail sometimes. And I have shown this in the past, guys, okay? I'm not like inventing things or making things up, you know? I have seen it with my own eyes, especially when you're like standing still. It can actually reconstruct the image pretty well and give you better visuals than native res in this game. It doesn't happen in every game. Usually it's the opposite. It gives you slightly worse visuals. What the hell just happened? These guys were just like this, you know, clipping into the ground a little bit as well. Did I kill somebody? I saw like a hit marker or something. Now get out. What the hell is happening? Is my car on fire already? No. Okay, people are just bumping into me for some reason. Okay. You're gonna have a ton of fun here with the 2060. I don't think that you should play on medium settings. If you must have 60 plus, just enable DLSS and it's gonna look absolutely fantastic. So let's disable DLSS now and enable some ray tracing. Let's keep it on high settings because Ultra RT mode is gonna run really badly. So let's enable RT here. I want reflections. I don't care about sun shadows. Well, it's nighttime anyways, so yeah. And lighting, I'm gonna use that on medium. So these are our ray tracing settings here today. Native 1080p resolution. Oh, the poor 2060. Oh my goodness. People, are you okay? Okay, just had a crash there, but oh, this is terrible, guys. Right, you know what? Of course, we're not utilizing any DLSS, and you should definitely use it here with the 2060. But I want to know if the ray tracing low setting here will be a little bit better than what we were using. Yes, so it actually doesn't enable reflections with the ray tracing low, only local shadows. So, okay, let's use that without DLSS first, just to see if there's a difference. You know, we were getting like 24 FPS right here. We gotta wait a few seconds for it to apply everything, actually. And there we go. Now it's applied, and it's way easier to run like this, as you can see. We're in the 30s and 40s. This is now playable FPS. But again, if you have the option to get 60 plus using the DLSS on high settings, I just use that because the ray traced shadows alone, they don't really make that huge of a difference, honestly, guys. Okay. Although I am actually surprised to see that it doesn't really drop from 30 FPS. That's good performance from a 2060, you know. This is the worst GPU of the 20 series. And when the RTX stuff came out, this was the worst GPU available that could run ray tracing. And then Nvidia made like a driver update that allowed the GTX 10 series cards, 1060 and up, to actually utilize ray tracing as well. But yeah, when ray tracing was introduced in games, this was the worst GPU. But of course, if you want RT, you want those reflections, definitely, right? So let's set it back to high. Use the quality DLSS over here, disable the motion blur, and set this to on over here, okay? And the lighting to medium as well. Like, lighting looks extremely good when using ray tracing in this game. Okay, I think everything loaded in at this point. Let's start counting our FPS, and it's dropping at 40, from 40, actually. Yeah, into the 30s. If it is 30 plus, it's still playable, but once again, I would much rather have the high settings experience, guys. Goodbye, Bob, once again. Oh, wait a second. It's almost Christmas, so we need to give Bob a present. What is he doing? Look at that! It looks like a T-Rex or something. Or a Kim Kardashian, I don't know. Oh my gosh, dude, that's so weird. Okay, so around here, it's very intensive. It's getting 30 plus. Look at him. Oh boy, we died. Okay, we're back here. I think we've seen enough anyways. It doesn't really drop from 30 FPS even with explosions and everything else going on. Whoa! Oh my gosh. If you say that this game doesn't have bugs, I don't know what to tell you. And this, I actually started an entirely new game, by the way. Okay, it's not running on a saved game from like 2020 when the game released. It's actually a new save. I did it like a month ago or something. So it's so weird. So weird. So if you want to play with ray tracing and 30 FPS experience, this is it, okay? Ultra settings preset, no motion blur, No FSR over here first, and then we're going to use some DLSS. Also, the reason I'm not using FSR here is because, well, we got DLSS support with this card, and it actually looks better than FSR in this game. And let's just drive around here for a little bit. 40s. Okay. So the native 1080p ultra settings experience is still very possible here with the RTX 2060. That's nice to know. And let's continue now. These are very big cars, like those that we just overtook. Anyway, let's go. 40 FPS there. It's playable, guys. If I disabled the FPS counter, I would say that the input lag doesn't really feel right, you know. There is a bit of input lag whenever you are below 60 frames per second. I wouldn't really say that it's like low 40s at times, because it feels pretty decent. It's just the input lag. The input lag kills it a little bit, honestly, guys. Also, do we have Nvidia Reflex in this one? I gotta check the settings, because if we do, enabling that will give you basically the same FPS, and it will improve the input lag by quite a bit. So that's a great option, actually. It will make it very, very responsive, even with 45 FPS on average. Let me check it out. Maybe I'm just blind over here. Sometimes I am. Sometimes the setting that I'm looking for is right in front of me, and I just don't see it. But yeah, I don't see it. I don't see any reflex here. In the press release version of the game with DLSS frame generation and everything, it actually is available, but not here. Anyway, it is now time for ultra settings with quality DLSS. Will it get 60 plus? I don't think so. Well, let's find out. Ooh. Oh, that's a good start. 74. Wow. We went from like 47 there to 70. That's insane. That's a really good boost. It's not enough to put us above 60 all of the time, but if you want ultra settings, it feels pretty smooth now. Wait a second. Bob, I got a present for you, buddy. Come over here. Where is he? Which one is Bob? It's you. It's you. He's pretending that he doesn't know me. Now people are shooting at us, and we're getting 60s around this roundabout right here. That's really good. 62 there. 54, 1% lows, but I'm not really sure if it did drop or if it was just an inconsistency in the frame time graph. Also, guys, look at that. 69 FPS average. That is absolutely gorgeous. Not anymore, though, but hey. Oh, there we go. Back again. Anyways, on ultra settings, you can tell a bit of a difference compared to high, guys, in visual fidelity. And I don't know if I would play like this or on high with quality DLSS. Quality DLSS is a must, basically, because, again, it makes things a little bit sharper or a little bit more pleasing to the eye, I would say, because it was over-sharpened before, but now it's like you have a little bit more detail. I don't know. You do whatever you want, but I really think DLSS is awesome in this game, at least. Perfect experience. I think I would go with the ultra settings just because of those averages. Either way, you're gonna have a great experience, okay? And now, lastly, I just want to check it out using the Ray Tracing Ultra preset. You know, just to see how it runs. You know, let's go with Psycho, actually. Psycho Ray Tracing, quality DLSS. It gets 25. Okay, I just gave it a few seconds there, like 20 seconds or so, and everything is now loaded in, and it's getting low 20s. Extremely intensive, guys. Holy crap. What about the Psycho Ray Tracing without DLSS? That's just gonna wreck everything, right? Let's go. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is almost single digits. I think, yeah, if we start driving, it actually goes into single digits, dude. Jesus. Okay, yep. All right, let's stop it. That's it. That's enough gameplay with these settings. Let's get it to, like, medium now and 1440p. Disable FSR, disable motion blur, and this is it. This is the medium settings preset at 2560 by 1440. Let's do this. It got to apply, so let's wait a little bit. Better restart the camera as well. We're getting 40s around here. No DLSS. This is native 1440p. And you know what? For older games, the 2060 is actually a great 1440p GPU. I could have fun, heck, even with a 1060. Oh boy. At 1440p. Oh no, wait a second. Can I drive this car? No, not anymore. Okay. I really wanted to deliver it to Bob. Bob? Did it change gender or something? Oh, but Cyberpunk, it doesn't matter. Moving on, 40 FPS. What the heck, people? Why are you crashing against each other every single time? Look at the other one. He's upside down now. Oh my god. That guy's gonna crash into them as well. Right? No, it didn't. Okay. No, that one will. Yep, there we go. More chaos. More mayhem. It's like playing Just Cause or something. This is very interesting. 40 frames per second, 32 1% lows. So this is playable, guys. If you must have a native 1440p experience, this is it. Don't go into low settings because it looks terrible on low, at least compared to like medium and high, of course. Medium has a huge difference in visuals compared to low once again. So DLSS on quality here at 1440p. Wow, that feels way smoother right now. Okay, close to 60 FPS. That's pretty damn nice right now, guys. This is probably how I'd play this game at 1440p. Yes, it still drops a little bit in more intensive areas from 60, but it's pretty nice and smooth right now compared to previously. Oh my god. We sent Bob flying again, guys. That's beautiful. He's an angel. He might actually be an angel. Bob, the bad angel, the worst angel ever. That's maybe why he doesn't die with these crashes. Because I find it weird how he always survives, you know. Upper 60s at times, pretty nice. Also, if I go in that direction, it actually goes up in FPS by a lot. That's why I'm not exploring other parts of the map. It's just because this is my benchmark run. I decide what to do. Okay. Well, up to a point, you know, I don't decide what bugs happen and don't happen. But yeah, I prefer to test it in more intensive scenarios. So this street is also pretty intensive, getting 60s. I'm actually surprised to see that this street isn't getting lower FPS than the other one. Maybe they just optimized it a little, I don't know. Maybe it's the time of the day as well. I used to play this during the day, but during the night it's more beautiful, right? With all of those lights and stuff. Very, very nice. So I'm going to stop it there. That's it for 1440p using quality DLSS. Now, balanced DLSS, I've tried this in the past on a native 1440p monitor, and it looks really similar to quality DLSS in most games that I tested. And it gives you a little bit more FPS as well. So if you want to stay above 60 most of the time, this might be the way to go instead. Okay? Balanced DLSS. Still looks very, very nice indeed. And as you can see, can we get like the 69 average, guys? That would be perfect, but I don't think it's gonna get that because it's gonna drop a lot here. All right, Bob, get over here. There we go. Where did he go? Where did he go now? Oh, there we go. Nice hat, Bob. Actually, I really like it. I wish I could use one here in Cyberpunk as well. Maybe I can. Oh boy, yet another car exploded. Let's no! Okay, I think the police don't really care about me anymore. Well, we just almost ran one over, so maybe they do care again. I just love the physics on Bob. They're always different. Every single time I hit that bastard, it does something different. Well, let's get out of here. Test it out like this. Balanced DLSS. 72. It's still medium settings, by the way, because it just gives you the best visuals to performance ratio at this resolution. You get a sharper image because it's 1440p compared to 1080, and it still looks really, really nice, and you can actually get 60 plus. I didn't see it drop from 60, right? It's very impressive, actually. Let's crash against these bastards. Oh, there we go. Get over here, boy. Get the heck out of our way. Okay, so 73 FPS average, a good bump up in performance compared to previously. Let's go try out like high settings without FSR and with DLSS on balanced. I think that's better, right? Balanced DLSS, high settings, 1440p. Ooh. Oh, there is no way. This is pretty good. Damn. So this might actually be the way to go. What the heck? Dude. I thought you forgot about me. You don't need to do that. These NPCs, they're starting to have a conscience and starting to remember things that I do, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Especially Bob. Bob is the worst. Let's go. Goodbye. Oh my gosh. We gotta get out. We gotta kill that guy. Come on. Can I punch him to death, actually? How do I use my fists? No? I cannot use my fists right now. Die, Bob! Die! Look at those averages, guys. Oh my god. Okay, okay. We're not gonna go around the roundabout because I'm gonna die with an exploding car if I do so, I think. Everybody was shooting at me. And let's continue. Yo, I lost control of the car. Okay, everything is fine though. See, this is why the 2060 was such a better buy than like a 1660 Ti back in the days. And today, it's actually better than like a GTX 1080 if you enable DLSS. That's crazy, you know? Back in the days, the 1080 was actually comparable to the 2070, I think. So that's a massive, massive jump in performance here with DLSS enabled compared to cards like those. And of course, this being a DirectX 12 title, it just runs better on newer cards than the 10 series. 10 series is getting quite old at this point, unfortunately. But they're still beasts, that's for sure. Let's just disable it and try it out at native resolution, see how it performs. 30s. Yeah, I guess it will actually drop from 30 FPS at native 1440 with high settings. So this is a very bad experience at this point, I think. Also, VRAM, it might be maxed out and it might start struggling a bit and stuttering. Oh boy, I think that's it. Don't play like this, okay? Let's set it to low settings. I'm not gonna test ray tracing at 1440p. Just forget it, okay? If you want ray tracing, 1080p is the way to go. And even then, I probably wouldn't enable it in this one with the 2060. 2160p now, guys. Using low settings. Let's turn off the FSR. And this is it. It's not completely lowest settings, you know, because the low settings presets sets some things to medium now. And yeah, I don't think we gotta wait for it to apply because these are the FPS that we're getting. It's extremely rough. It's below 30 FPS. Nobody should play like this. What happened to Bob now? Is that Bob? He's transforming. He's transforming. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. That was definitely Bob, right? Yeah, he's not here. That means that he clipped into the umbrella and then he just transformed into a demon or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared at this point. I think I want to die right now. Hello, cop. I don't want to live in a world where Bob is a demon. So, yeah. Oh, back in our car. And Bob is not a demon anymore. Oh, that's so relieving. Okay, so if you want to play at 4K, you need DLSS. There's no way around it, okay? Let's use it on balanced. Yeah, because it looks really good, actually. I'm using a 4K monitor right now. I can tell the difference between balanced DLSS and the native 4K resolution. Sorry about my voice, guys. I am a bit sick, and sometimes I just get... Yeah, anyways. I can tell a little bit of a difference. It might be slightly more shimmery at times, like in the car I can notice a little bit of aliasing, for example, but it looks really good. Not gonna lie, I could still play like this absolutely fine, even on a 4K monitor. I think it looks way more detailed than like 1440p as well. Yeah, the reconstruction here at 4K is just insane. It's really good looking, and it's getting 49 FPS on average and 41 1% lows. That means that it didn't even drop into the 30s. That's impressive. That 2060 can actually do this. Yes, it's low settings. Yes, it doesn't look anywhere near as good as medium or high or ultra, obviously. But it is 4K. And if somebody told me that this was like high settings, I would believe them. At least during the night in this game, because during nighttime this actually looks better than during daytime on low settings. Alright, so let's try it out using performance DLSS this time around. This still looks really good, especially on like 27-inch, 28-inch 4K monitors. On the 32-inch 4K monitor you can start noticing some disadvantages here of DLSS performance. Damn, I don't know what's going on with my throat now. It feels like there's a hair stuck in it or something, but no, it's just me being sick. 55 FPS average. This is still not enough for so aggressive. I gotta be so aggressive, dude, for Bob, you know. Otherwise, we're all gonna die because he's gonna turn into a demon. That's it, guys. 59 FPS average there. Of course, outside of the car, it gets less intensive, but that's pretty impressive that we can go from like less than 20 FPS sometimes at 4K low to almost 60. Thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.